Hello Mercedes-Benz community. This is the brand new Mercedes-Benz S-Class and we're about to take it on the trip of a lifetime. 140 different places, 7 months of traveling and 50,000 kilometers of journeyage. This is one that you're not going to want to miss.
How exciting is that?
It's so cool! Welcome to the journey across the world through the history of Mercedes-Benz. So as you can see, we're surrounded by many Mercedes-Benz enthusiasts, famous faces from the world of fashion, design, art and cars. Lots of sophistication and beauty on offer, and I'm not talking about the cars. Now time for the premiere. We kindly ask you to stay in your spot during the duration of the show. This is my first time seeing the cars that we're using on this crazy trip. They're warming up, getting ready for the 50,000 mile journey. Time to head to the greenhouse. Today we're celebrating 140 years of Mercedes-Benz innovation, and the journey starts here at the birthplace of Mercedes-Benz, the greenhouse. Here we have Gottlieb Daimler with his invention, 1886, whipping it around. Back then, if you're driving that around, you're probably the coolest man in town. And if we come through here, wait, this is so cool. No way is this his original workshop. The first engine, 1885, it smells like a moustache. This is literally Genesis. This is the closest to automotive Adam and Eve that it gets. So it's the morning after the night before, and we're here bright and early at the birthplace. Gottlieb Daimler's birthplace, the birthplace of everything really. This is where he was born as a baby. So this was the air that Gottlieb breathed when he was a kid with his family. He was just a cool, eccentric guy, visionary. This is a little model of the first ever motorbike. And his vision was to put this one-cylinder engine into literally everything. So there it is in a bike, there it is in a boat, and there it is in a car, the world's first one. Well, not the world's first one, but that's the first one with 4 wheels. That's his first one. The Daimler Malta. And over here we have a real replica of an 18th century telephone. From here we head to the other side of the story, to Carl Benz's ends. Let's head.
Vorher ohne Strom drehen wir den Motor ein bisschen durch, dass etwas von dem Gemisch in den Motor kommt. Dann die Ölversorgung einschalten, den Strom einschalten hier vorne. Dann sollte es hoffentlich dann erst einmal anspringen.
And now I'm about to get in the world's first car. Oh wow, we're getting some motion. Seems quite simple to drive.
Very easy. You can try it yourself if you want.
Oh.
You want? Want to try? How exciting is that?
It's so cool. Schnell.
Yes.
Schnell, schnell, schnell. Whee! So you now find us driving on the famous Mercedes-Benz Memorial Route, which is essentially the route that the first ever long distance drive ever took place on. Back when Mr. Carl Benz was fast asleep, tucked up and cozy, Mercedes-Benz had other plans, because her kids wanted to go and see Auntie. So they woke her up at 4 a.m. and they snuck out and they took their 3-wheeled Benz out, and they didn't reach Auntie's until 8 p.m. in the evening. They travelled 100 kilometres, stopping at a pharmacy to grab fuel, to stop at a cobbler's to fix the drive belt, and they finally reached there, and it proved that a car was no longer just a machine, it was a tool for everyday life.
We're about to cross into our first country, Switzerland.
So, we are in Switzerland, and we're about to see a really cool car collection that a really cool man is about to show us. So I'm now joined with Adrian, the owner of this cool spot, and he's going to take me through some of these Mercedes.
I'm very proud to have a GT1 Mercedes car here in my premise. 6.9 litre V12 engine.
Naturally aspirated.
Yep.
They were so strict with their weight saving that this isn't a normal badge, this is just a sticker. Is it painted? Or is that a sticker?
No, this is painted.
Painted?
By hand. This is hand painted.
Hand painted. Thank you so much, Adrian.
It was a pleasure having you here.
It was a pleasure. Thank you
Every
for
time
showing me these cars.
Here in Switzerland, swing by, please.
Without a doubt. And tomorrow we'll be seeing more of this kind of automotive insanity on the ice. So we're now here at the Mercedes Experience Centre, which is set on a frozen lake, which can only mean one thing. We're taking the S-Class ice drifting. Out for my little drifty session. That was the most comfortable drifty session I've ever had. It felt like when you're on one of those lazy rivers on holiday and you're just kind of wafting around, except we're on ice in a V8 barge. Spectacular piece of kit. So we're now taking out the new electric G-Class on a trip. Get out of my way! I'm in an economical off-roader. And immediately, the G's high driving position had me feeling like a king. And after about 10 minutes on public roads, we entered a top secret off-roading facility. I love how he's giving the Germans loads of words, but when he talks to us, it's just like 3 words. I feel like we're missing out in some crucial information. So we're about to go down a hill in the car. German Jason is about to direct us down this icy hill with our lives intact, hopefully. So we've now landed in Nice, where the nice Mercedes people of Nice have congregated 140 of their Mercedeses, and let's go check them out. The French Mercedes owners are very chic. They've brought some very cool outfits and some very cool dogs. Très bien. Le petit chien. And now we're following the procession in this, the GLS 450D. This is the biggest convoy of Mercedes I've ever seen. 140 cars. Many generations of car, people, all coming together for this very cool road trip. Look where we are, everyone. It doesn't get better than this. So good morning from day 5 on this epic road trip where we found an amazing viewpoint of Monaco and Nice. Just look at it. So as you can see, the weather has not played ball, but it does look very mysterious, which perfectly goes with that tickety-tappety 4-cylinder. So we've got our thinking apples out because we're looking for the famous sign on the route. It's not here, but we have a sneaking suspicion it's down here. So we had to come from a 90-degree angle to see it. The Route Napoleon sign is down there. We don't really know where we are. We just know that this is where Napoleon is and the sign for Route Napoleon. But this location has a special significance for Napoleon because this is where him and his troops rested up when they were doing their big route. Much like us, eating our apples. Time for a break, but no ordinary water dispenser for this is the Mercedes-Benz International Design Center here in Nice. As you can see, one of their previous models. And over here, we have Till, one of the head boffins over here.
Nice to meet you.
And he's going to talk us through some of what they've been whipping up here at the IDC Europe, here in Nice. And with that, it's time to hit the road. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
It was a pleasure. Because we're heading to Madrid now. So guys, it's 5 o'clock, we better head out. And that's it for episode 1. It's time to leave the design center as we head to Spain, specifically Madrid. I'm hopping in this. Hello? Hello? Hasta la vista, baby.